In this gobyte, we're going to have a look at logging using the log package. Now, up until now, we've just been printing stuff out using the Println function from the format package. But as your program grows, you want somewhere to log when things go wrong, and also maybe just to log like information. And so in this one, we're going to use the log package, and you'll see that we can log out messages which get prefixed with a timestamp, so you can keep a trace of maybe when things have gone wrong. And we'll also have a look at a function on the log package called Fatal, where you can log a fatal error and then stop execution of the program. So let's dive in. So in main.go, as usual, let's import log. And then let's just start out with something basic. We do have a Println function on log. Can take any type. Let's just say starting application, and we'll log a couple of other messages. Loading config and application running. So let's go and have a look at what this looks like. If we say go run main.go, okay, so you'll see that they look like other similar messages that we've had before when we've used Println on the format package, except with the log package, what it does is it also prefixes it with a timestamp of when this was logged. And this is the simplest and most common way to log events in Go. Okay, so let's expand on this and have a more detailed example. So I'll have a function called load.Config. This is going to return an error, and so just for demo purposes, we're just going to make it return an error each time, or return the same error each time. And let's go and use this. Error equals load.Config. If error does not equal nil, what we're going to do is we'll do some logging. So using what we just did there, we will log the error, then we'll just return out of here. Otherwise, we'll log a non-error message. Okay, so we've hard-coded an error to return from here, so we know that we should see an error each time. Let's go and run this. Go run main.go, and so we see that error, config file not found. Prefixed, of course, with the time and date. Okay, now let me show you another one, except this time using log.Fatal. And what that does is after you log the message, it terminates the program, so it does not continue. I'm going to clean this stuff out of here. Use a different function, but it's going to be fairly similar. And so, for example, if you can't connect to a database and your program needs to connect to a database, then that's when you want to, or one of the scenarios where you might want to produce a fatal or use log.Fatal because you want execution to stop. So, call the function, check for the error. If we have an error, this time we're going to say log.Fatal. And this will be connection failed, including the error. If everything went okay, we'll just log that we connected successfully. Okay, so let's go and run this. Go run main.go. Connection failed, database not reachable, but you notice now we also have exit status 1. And so exit status 1, in case you're wondering, means a program exited with an error. And so you'll see this in Unix, Linux, macOS systems. In the text version of the lesson, I've also added a section on how you can customize the messages, so you can add things like date, time, and file or line number. So make sure you check out that section. It's called Customizing Flags. Okay, time to have a go at this yourself. Fairly straightforward challenge. Write a program that logs a startup message using log.Println, calls a function called load_user that always returns an error, and if the error is not nil, use log.Fatal to log the error and exit, otherwise log a success message. So like it says here, it always returns an error, but if you want to play around and also return nil just to see what happens and how the program continues when you do that, feel free to do that. Always have a little play around with these things, helps you get really familiar with how things work. Sure you can do this. Pause me now and give that a go. Okay, so here's that function, load user. It's going to return an error, and I've sort of hard coded it to always return an error. This is the old code. Let's go and use the new one. So we want to print a line saying, or log a line saying that the service is starting. Then what we want to do is we want to call that function, load user, check if the error is not nil. It is not nil. So what we want to do is log.Fatal and exit. So some kind of message like that, critical failure, shutting down. But if error is nil, then we want something else. We'll just say that the service started successfully. Okay, so let's go and run this. Go run main.go, starting service, critical failure, shutting down, user data missing, exit status 1. Okay, and like I said, have a little play around with this. So here, I'm going to return nil instead. And then if we run this, we should see we don't get the fatal. The program continues and it says service started successfully. Okay, how did you get on with that one? Hope you had a go at it. I must admit that logging might not be the most exciting subject in the world, but it is essential, and also as our programs get more sophisticated, as we go deeper in gobytes, it's something that we're going to use a lot and something that you'll see a lot. So it's good to get an early understanding of how it all works and what I'm doing with logging. So hope you enjoyed it. Make sure you give the video a like. If so, make sure you subscribed. And like I say, there's some extra text versions or extra text content to this lesson. You can find out where you can see that down in the description. I'll see you in the next one.